Dizzle Dizzle. Got an excellent show here today. Um, y'all see the title. I had to address this because this is all over my feed, and I'm like, well, damn, let me address this, man. Because it's apparently YouTube. I mean, there's a lot of gamers on here. A lot of gamers. This is the year that GTA 6 is coming out, and I'm just gonna tell y'all it's simple math, and this goes out to my homeboy Fox because he's one of the ones that expect GTA 6 to be this great game. Let me just say this. Let me just say this for the people who have this high expectation. GTA as a whole had three people. Three people. Dan Hauser, Sam Hauser, and Benz Leslie. Okay? These are three guys that made GTA the whole lineage great. And I will admit, yeah, I mean, GTA San Andreas and GTA 5 are like definitely in my top five video games of all time. Um, GTA 4, not so much. GTA, you know, just like Fallout, geography makes a big difference. And I think me being born in Los Angeles, I'm very biased towards GTA 5 and San Andreas because they're based in California. When they go to Liberty City, which is New York, and Vice City, I've been to Florida and I've been to New York. And I think it's all about relatability. I think people who live in New York, they appreciate Liberty City. What's going on, Fox? I'm glad you're here, Fox. How's my mic? How's my mic? How's my mic? He got right on that. You must have saw the title. How's my mic, Fox? Because this is a very important conversation I'm about to have here, and yeah, I need your participation in this. You are good. Okay, so let's deal with the foundation. Liberty City. People from New York can relate to that. Vice City. People from Miami can relate to that. San Andreas, I can relate to that. Now, geography is very important. Geography is very important, and this is why, again, when they keep going back to LA, it blows it out the water. Like I said, San Andreas and GTA 5 blew it out the water. Um, Vice City, Liberty City, not so much because GTA 4 was in Liberty City. I myself, Fox, I wasn't really feeling. I mean, like I said, I've been to New York. I can't really relate to New York. I've been to Miami. I can't really relate to Miami. So that's the geographical point. Okay. So now this GTA, they're going to Miami. All the GTAs historically, when competing with San Andreas, with the California, don't do as great. Liberty City and Vice City just don't do as great. However, so when they go back to California, that will always be the peak. Like I said, San Andreas, GTA 5, because they were on the West Coast, will always be the peak. So that's number one, Fox. Because they're going to Vice City. If they go to either Vice City, I still like Vice City anyways, though. No, no, no. I like Vice City too. I think you're misunderstanding expectations, Fox. Understand what I'm saying? I'm saying an expectation can cause a game to not be as great because we both can admit that GTA 5 is a great game. Okay? Remember, I'm just on the first level here, Fox. I'm just on the first level. The expectation, everybody's going to expect GTA 6 to be great as GTA 5, and that's not going to happen. It's not going to meet the expectation of GTA 5. GTA 5 is just the peak, just like San Andreas was the peak when. Now, let me ask you this. Well, I'll ask you this. Was GTA 4 better than San Andreas? And I'm not talking about graphics, I'm just talking about the general gameplay. To this day, people rank San Andreas as being better than GTA 4, even though GTA 4 was more advanced and had better graphics. Somehow, GTA San Andreas is better than GTA than the the one in New York. Case in point, a lot of people will say that. Um, a lot of people will say, well, yeah, a lot of people. I mean, it's already been said that, oh well, San Andreas had a good story, as did Vice City. Again, Fox, the expectation. I'm again when I'm saying all this, I'm not saying this as I don't like. I like Vice City, and I like Vice City, and I like Liberty City. I like both of those. The one in New York, it was pretty good. I liked it, but again, I like San Andreas better, and San Andreas is an older game. I guess it's just relatability. Again, when they go to Miami and they go to New York, they're good games, but not as like for some reason every time they go to LA they set the bar high, and because the last game was in LA, the bar is really high. I don't think it's going to surpass. It's not going to. GTA 6 is not going to surpass GTA 5. It is just not. I don't think so. Number one, like I said, geography plays a very big part. That's the first layer. Geography plays a very important part. Um, it just does. I mean, even if you look at the Fallout series, like the Fallout New Vegas is better than Fallout 4, even though Fallout 4 is more advanced and has a better, more up to date, engine. Let me see what Fox says. Hold on, let me see what Fox says. Fox, I can't read the. Yeah, it's like the okay, the things come up, but then they go away. What the hell? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so ranking them in order: Vice City, San Andreas, and GTA 5. But to be honest, 5 story was kind of meh. Everyone plays GTA 5 for online. That is true. Now, I'm glad you brought that up because now you're talking about casual players versus us, hardcore. I consider us, me and you, Fox, to be, even though we're OG vets, to be more hardcore players as opposed to, I'm going to tell you, Fallout 76 has taught me a very important lesson. Um, you got casual players, which GTA Online has a lot of. Your casual players are players who just want to fly around on those hover bikes and just destroy other people and really not play the story mode. You and I, we play the story mode, so I consider us on a certain level of playing, meaning you got your casual players and you got your hardcore players, you got your completists like you and me. We want to go through the story, we want to do all the heists. We don't want to miss nothing. We want to complete everything. We want to, like right now, one of the completions I want to do is the workout. I sign in every day just to work out, just so I can get the trophy, the workout trophy. There are people who play GTA, who play Fallout as casual players. Like I've met so many people on right. Okay. So Fox, you know what I'm talking about. Um, GTA is similar to Fallout. Like Fallout, you have to complete certain missions in order to get the Crusader pistol, the crossbow, the Crusader pistol. Those weapons that you have to have in the raid, you have to complete the storyline. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Even to get gold bullion, you have to complete the storyline. So I'm playing with people on the game, and they're like, "Oh, what is that? Where'd you get that?" I'm like, "It's a Crusader pistol. It's like it's available." "Oh man, I ain't never seen that," because you don't play the story mode. You're not completing. You're not playing. I hate to say it, but not. You know what? I know people hate for me to say this. They're not playing the game properly. If you're not if you're not playing the story mode, whether in Fallout or GTA, to me, you're not playing the game properly. And there are so many things to unlock. There are so many things to unlock when you play the game the proper way. If you're not unlocking these things, to me, you're not playing the game properly. That goes for GTA and that goes for Fallout. So, GTA, um, when you go to people's mansions, there's completions. As you know, there's trophies. And so if you're not doing the story mode, okay, so Fox says we got the best gear because we grind. Well, not only that, Fox, not only because we grind, but because again, we're not casual players. We will play it all. We will complete all the businesses. We'll complete all the missions. We'll complete all the side missions. We play the game the proper way. So, all these people on GTA Online are casual players. Casual players are not the backbone of GTA or Fallout. We're the backbone. We're the ones who grinded it out when the thing was on PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, now we own PlayStation 5. What I'm saying is that we are the backbone that made the game great. We completed that. Like, we were blown away by the story, which brings me to the second layer. Ben's Leslie, those storylines that we go through on Red Dead Redemption and GTA was written by Ben's Leslie. You know this, Fox. Written by Ben's Leslie. So there goes, like, having a great video game is layers of this thing. Okay? So Ben's Leslie wrote the great stories. Oh, this is a great story. So when you do a mission, you're pulled in by the story. You're not pulled in by the bang bang shoot 'em up. Any video game you can bang bang. Fox. Okay, any video game you can bang bang shoot 'em up. What makes a video game great are there's layers to this. So Ben's Leslie, who is no longer with Rockstar, wrote the stories, wrote the storyline. Oh man, that's a good story. That's a good storyline. Sam Hauser, who is Dan Hauser's brother, brought along the humor, like, police, like, be like, oh, let me help you. They trying to arrest you. Like, oh, let me, he brought the humor and the music. So, along with a great story, you got a great soundtrack and you got great humor that meshes. So, Sam and Ben's, their writing, it meshed together. As you know, Sam Hauser and Ben's Leslie are no longer with the company. Therefore, the last great game that you had, the trilogy, Sam Hauser, Dan Hauser, Ben's Leslie, was on GTA 5. And they were in San Andreas. So you're looking at a game that peaked with three of the original producers, Ben's Leslie, Sam Hauser, Dan Hauser. There's only one person left, who's Dan Hauser. Oh, no. Sam left. Sam Hauser's gone. Ben's Leslie is gone. You only got one person left. And again, Dan Hauser, he didn't really write. I mean, he was one of the three behind the major project, that being GTA. So you had three writers that peaked, and then after they peaked, Sam Hauser and Ben's Leslie left. So now, again, when you look at Caio Perico, was the last of the three guys. Um, that was it. So now, if you look at what's being released now, you had the Mansions mission, and it was okay, but it was nothing on the level of Ben's Leslie's writing. And so, by us playing Those missions with those great stories, like those stories pulled you in, that pull is not going to be there. What I'm saying is now you're going to have a game that doesn't cater to the hardcore player that loves the story mode, but just the casual player. I'm gonna go around on my damn flying motorcycle and I'm gonna shoot other players. That's what the game has become. Oh, I'm gonna kill you. Oh, I got more kills than you. That is not a real G. That is the casual player. Yeah, hype is real. 10-4, 10-4. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, we're here for Barnes. All right, 10-4. Okay, y'all. Damn, they called us early. Well, we have been here a whole week, so. But as I was saying, um, those players, Fox, those players are not. They're players that play other video games, and if they're distracted by the bang bang shoot 'em up, any game can bang bang shoot 'em up. Any game can do that, as you know. Any game can bang bang shoot 'em up. But how many great games have a great storyline? And I can tell you, I can count. And shut the hell up, man. Damn. I'm sorry, y'all. Can have a bang bang shoot 'em up, bang bang shoot 'em up, bang bang 'em up. Oh, PvP. Oh, I'm gonna shoot you. I got more kills than you, and that's no real substance in the game. Any game can have PvP, but very far few games have a great storyline. And playing two of the greatest games that have storylines, um, I was put them in the top five. GTA is in the top five of the greatest story games of all time. Red Dead Redemption, of course, Fallout, New Vegas. Ben's Leslie is not there anymore. So that element for you, Fox, because you're just like me, you're in-depth completist. That storyline's not going to be there. They're going to cater to the 12-year-olds that do microtransactions, the skins, and even Fallout is doing this too. And it's not even about storyline anymore. It's about bang bang shoot 'em up, bang bang shoot 'em up. I got more kills than you, bang bang shoot 'em up. Oh, I got the skin, bang bang shoot 'em up. In order for a game to be great, you have to cater. You literally have to compete with movies. Let me say that again, Fox. You have to compete with movies because video games are the new entertainment. And if you're going to compete with movies, which GTA has done, Fallout has done, Red Dead has done, Red Dead and Fallout in New Vegas, Red Dead, Fallout, New Vegas, Red Dead, Fallout, Red Dead, New Vegas, and GTA have competed with actual movies. Like when they say the greatest entity of all time, it's competed with actual movies. There's not, and you have, and a video game has to be great. A video game has to be great, and uh, GTA 5 has done that. GTA 5 has done that. It has reached that greatness. Fallout Vegas has reached that greatness. Fallout 4, the GTA's in Liberty City and GTA and Vice City, they have not reached that plateau. They're good games, but they did not reach that plateau, becoming a what they call entertainment entity, meaning video games beating out movies, beating out Star Wars, beating out Jaws, beating out whatever great movie you could think of. GTA 5 online and San Andreas has reached that plateau. So, again, not taking away anything from GTA 6, I'm just saying that the elements are not there. That being Sam Hauser and Benz Leslie. So, at best, it will be an okay game because in our minds, we want another GTA 5. We want another GTA Online. We want a San Andreas. We want something that plateaus. And without the ingredient of Sam Hauser and Benz Leslie, that element is going to be missing. Now, again, you, Fox, you're not a casual player. Casual players who are going to buy the game, okay, but in truth, that because GTA 6 not yet, we don't know how it would be. However, the online mode of GTA will ruin it if they cater to Fortnite kids instead of actual stories. So you made a very good point there. We already know, even though GTA 6 has not came out yet, we already know what direction they're going in. They there are more casual players than us, Fox, and God help us if they do what they do in the Red Dead online. And they will. Okay, so you can already see where this is going, Fox. That's what I'm saying. You see the answers clear as day. It's like we don't want to. We don't want this for the game because of the blood, sweat, and tears we put into the game and the elements that made the game great. But again, like I said, this about why did. Let me ask you a question, Fox. Why is Benz Leslie Sam Hauser no longer with Rockstar? Think about that. They made a decision to part ways with these guys. Apparently, what I'm saying, Fox, is that Dan Hauser is wants to take it in a different direction, meaning like, oh, great stories is not to him, and it's not only just Rockstar. We can blame Bethesda. We can blame all these gaming companies for going in a certain direction because, again, you got more younger people with microtransactions and like you said, the Fortnites and whatever direction video games are going into outnumber us. Again, we make the video games great because we play it the proper way, the way it was intended. And you got people. Let me give you a case in point. And I'm going to do a little rant, but I'm going to prove my point to you. The raids. Okay, no, Leslie Bensley actually got fired. Right? Okay, when they pretty much shot themselves in the foot. Okay, so why did he get fired? You mean to tell me this great writer? What did he do? Leak it? What did he do that justified being fired? This man wrote great stories. Sometimes being fired is an excuse to do a purge because you want to take the company in a different direction. I'm just putting that out there, Fox, because when they do fires and layoffs, it's a lot of times they be doing cutbacks. I mean, just look at Black Isle. Look at goddamn Black Isle. Look at in the early days of Fallout, they did a lot of cutbacks because of the direction they wanted to take video games in. Let's look at the Brotherhood of Steel when they came out with that game. You know what I'm saying? They were going in a different direction. And sometimes, that old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why'd you fire? Why'd you fire Benz Leslie? Like, what justifies firing Benz Leslie, Fox? What could he possibly do? Did he leak information? What did he do that would justify firing? With this great, like I said, great, this man wrote movies. This man is a movie writer, and you fired him? Because that's what GTA 5 was. It was a movie. San Andreas was a movie. Um, Red Dead was definitely a movie. Man, every scene was a dang movie. So why did you fire Benz Leslie again? I think firing Benz Leslie was not a good idea, and that's going to hurt. You're going to see the hurt in GTA 6. You're going to see the hurt. Okay, full story. There was a falling out between them. Okay, right. There's a falling out between them. Benz Leslie and the Hausers, they locked him out of his office, denied him royalties. So he sued them. Right, right, right. They denied him. Right. So regardless of what they did, lawsuits, Benz Leslie was a good writer. And this is why they had him. And now Sam is parted ways also. But at the time, Dan and Sam let fire Benz Leslie because they had a falling out. You know why they had a falling out? Because their ego would not allow them to recognize that Benz Leslie is a good writer. Give him his cut, whatever it is. Give him his cut. So are we being greedy? What's going on? Bad move. As far as us, went to story writing, it's a bad move. It's a bad move. No matter what the disagreement is, Fox. Letting Benz Leslie go, firing him was a bad move for GTA 6. You're gonna see that that storytelling is not gonna be there. The gameplay will be there, but as far as the storytelling, what made GTA a great game is that the good storytelling. Like I said, Benz Leslie drove movies. Same with Red Dead Redemption. If you don't have a good storyline, then you just got an average game. That's why I said whether you agree with me or not, that great storytelling, that Benz Leslie storytelling that we all enjoy, is not going to be there. Because I don't think Dan can do it by himself. Dan can't do what Benz Leslie and Sam Hauser did. He cannot. He played a part, but he can't play all the other two parts. It was a trio. It was a trio. And after playing all these games for all this time, but again, like I said, I already discussed the first layer, the geographics and all that. But again, the second layer, which is actually more important than the first layer, the relatability is one thing that people who play San Andreas, who play Vice City, and play Liberty City is all we can all agree with the storytelling. We can all agree with the storytelling, and Benz Leslie was the storyteller. He was the storyteller. And so that expectation of that great story being told is not going to be there. GTA 6, okay, let me just say this. Dan Hauser feels like the storytelling is not that important, and this is why he got rid of Benz Leslie. He took it a step further and felt like the whole comedy element and the music element was not that important, so he got rid of Sam Hauser. Two very important elements. Three, one out of three people still remain. I'm just pointing out what's going to be missing, even though, right, you said, well, GTA hasn't released yet. I'm already pointing out two elements that are not going to be there. Two elements that we're used to. We've been playing years, like I said, not only the GTA series, but the Red Dead series. Two elements that we've always, that we're used to. And when you remove two of the three elements, it's not going to be the same. And that's because Dan Hauser is taking the game, he's following the trend. He's following the microtransaction trends. He's following the skin trends. He's going to follow whatever trend. And this new trend doesn't involve storytelling. It doesn't involve the elements that that Sam Hauser and Biz Leslie brought to the table. So what I'm saying, Fox, is that element is not going to be there. Now, you might disagree with me, and the same reason you disagree with me is the same reason Dan got rid of Alexa, Picture Live, if a technical glitch. True Poetic, how's my mic? How's my mic? How's my mic? How's my mic? Uh oh. Okay, you're back. Yeah, Poetic, I'm back, babe. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. How you been? How you been, True Poetic? How's things over there in UK? How's things across the pond there in the UK? How's things in the UK, Poetic? Mike is good. Okay, thank you so much, Poetic. Yeah, I was just touching on changes um actually with a company that started over in the UK. Did Rockstar start in? Well, the three guys started in the UK. That being Dan Hauser, Benz Leslie, and Dan Hauser, Sam Hauser, and Benz Leslie. These are three guys that created, and they're from England. They created this video game, and um, basically, I was just letting people know that the expectations when you have three people who make a project and two of those people are no longer there, don't expect certain elements of that great writing or storytelling, whatever it is. Don't expect that element to be no longer be there because the guy who's left, which is Dan Hauser, he wants to take it in a whole different direction, and so this is why the whole fallout between him and Benz Leslie, even his brother Sam Hauser, went down. So that's all I was saying. But since you're here, True Poetic, I want to pivot and shift because you're here, and so I got to get your take on this. What's going on with Andrew Mountbatten, aka formerly known as Prince Andrew? What's going on with him? What's going on with Stromer? What's going on with all these English officials? UK pressuring Stromer to step down. He do need to step down. He do need to step down. But not only him, I mean, he's not only caught up in it. They said Zuckerberg is caught up. They saying your boy, yeah, a lot of people are getting caught up in that, and they saying that Mr. Epstein was a Mossad. He was a Mossad agent, so he had a lot of people, and it's coming out. Yeah, a lot of people are gonna have to step down. A lot of people are gonna have to step down. You know, because you can't clean that up. You can't fix that. You can't fix that, Poetic. You cannot fix that. And so the only thing you can do is just step down because you can't fix that situation. You were on the flight logs, and the only reason why you go to that island is to partake in. Um, Now, okay. Hold on, yeah. I didn't realize he was right behind me. Hold on one second, Poetic. Let me lift this thing up. Okay, let me let it down. Okay. Um. Yeah. I mean, Yeah. He has to step down, Poetic. He has to step down. How's the? Yeah. Andrew has to move to humble housing, the Epstein scandal is ripping into the royal family. Yeah, because you guys don't want to pay taxes for this man. This man used y'all tax money to go on the island and make these trips, and so you want to tax us to pay for his villa on our tax dollars? No, man. Man, England will have an uprising, man. They will have, man. It'll be worse than damn King Charles the First. Man, y'all have a man. Y'all, no, England ain't going for that. England ain't going. King Charles ready to speak to police about Andrew if needed. Ooh, wow, poetic. That's um poetic. What can they do to fix the situation to calm you down? What can they do? I'm just asking you. What can they do? I mean, would it be satisfactory for them just to step down and disappear? I mean, what can they do to make you happy? As a black woman, what can they do? What can they do? Poetic. What can they do, man? And I ask you as a black woman because black women are the number one victims of that. See, they don't. What they don't show, and I find this very interesting. They don't show all the black girls that were involved in Epstein ID. They keep showing, and I don't want to make this a race issue. It's not even about race, but a lot of them, they don't ever show the black girls that were involved in that Epstein Island. They always show the white girls. You know what I'm saying? I don't condone any children of any color being abused by men, but what? Why y'all not showing the black girls that are involved in that? Because we know black women, black girls are the number one victims of trafficking. Them and Arab women, but yeah, mostly. Hold on. Oh, I forgot the electronic locks. But yeah, I just want to get your take. UK want to get rid of Sarah Ferguson, who is divorced from Andrew. She is way too greedy. Yeah, yeah, poetic. Yeah. I can agree with that sentiment. And I know right now you guys are not very happy over there in the UK, and I don't blame you because we now for some reason we let stuff here slide, stuff like that we let slide in the USA, but you guys are more, I guess, because you guys are on a smaller island. Well, you know, Naomi Campbell's name has been attached to Epstein. Yeah, Naomi. Yeah. I heard about that, man. It's a lot of people that's attached to that. I was surprised to see Chris Tucker here in the U.S. But yeah, there's going to be, you know, again, I don't know how you feel about this. Naomi has remained quiet so far. I mean, yeah, they've advised her to stay quiet. Everybody that appears on the list, they've advised to just try to let this blow over because right now you got videos out. You got videos of people sitting around on Epstein Island on a dinner, like Zuckerberg and the other guy, the other billionaire, the guy that accused Trump of being on the island. He was on the island. I'm just like, wow, dude, y'all. It's just the irony of True Poetic, and so I know you guys are on edge because you guys were paying for Prince Andrew's villa. Now, let me ask you this, True Poetic, because I want to ask you a question, and I forgot to ask Sean Atwood this question. I forgot to add, you know, um, I forgot to ask this question. I'm going to ask you. They took Prince Andrew's title. Black son, black women are disgusted by it is going on. Yeah, you should be. Yeah, you should be because black women, you know, black girls are the number one girls that are being trafficked. And again, I don't want to make this a race issue because I don't think you should traffic any race of little girls, whether it be Japanese, white, black, Arab. No little girl should be trafficked. However, again, they just show white girls being trafficked. They don't show the Asian girls. Well, Russian girls are white, but they don't show a lot of the brown girls that are being trafficked. They don't show that. Why they don't show the black girls? Why they don't show the Arab girls? Why don't? Why they do? I guess show the Arab girls, but the Asian little girls. Why they don't show them? because trafficking is worldwide. It's worldwide, and when you make it worldwide, you're going to have more Black Africans, Black Caribbeans, Black North Africans. You're going to have more Black girls in the mix. Again, I'm not making this a race. Well, I guess I am making. I guess I am making a race issue because I'm asking you, True Poetic. At the moment, Prince William is not talking to King Charles. No details released yet. It is because of Andrew. So let me ask you this question, True Poetic. Why did they give him the name Andrew Mountbatten? And see what you know. See how much English history you know. Let's see how much English history you know there. Why did they give him the name Andrew Mountbatten? Talk to me, True Poetic. Talk to me, sis. See, I'm about to see. I'm about to see. How, about to see how much this English history that you know. Mountbatten is his great uncle's name. Is this the same Mountbatten that got assassinated? Is this the same Mountbatten we talking about? That's either yes or no, because I'm gonna show you where I'm going with this, with the whole Mountbatten thing. Is this the same Mountbatten? His uncle, the same Mountbatten that was assassinated? I'm about to take you on a trip. The one who died in the by the okay, the boat said okay, we talking about the same person. So you know Mountbatten's history with the little boys in the military school, right? You know that history, and you know Mountbatten ties with Mr. Spider-Man, Jimmy Savile. You know Mountbatten was tied with Jimmy Savile. Let's talk some English history now, True Poetic. Oh, you know I know some English history. I know the English scandals now. Don't think I just deal with the United States. A lot of our scandal is tied with a lot of y'all scandal. Remember, Epstein was groomed by Maxwell, Maxwell's dad, who was from England. Now, I don't put all the blame on England. I'm just saying our skeletons are tied with y'all skeletons in the closet. A lot of that scandal, we're tied in. We're linked in together. England scandal and America scandal, we're tied at the hip. Right, Prince Charles was very close to Mountbatten. Yeah, he was. Yeah, yeah. And Mountbatten, yeah, oh gosh. Mountbatten, see, they looked the other way because of his rank and his ties with the crown. But yeah, Mountbatten he was doing the same thing Epstein was doing, but just on the military. He had access to the little boys. Continue with the story, Black Son. Okay, so um, yeah, Mountbatten was a damn perv, just like Jimmy Savile. He got now. I don't know how much. Now we know Jimmy Savile was a straight perv. He was a straight perv, but that little crew started with Mountbatten. So you got well. See, it's like what direction do we go in with this? Because okay, it's like does it start with Mountbatten? Because like I said, you got Jimmy Savile, you got like I said the Epstein thing, but Mountbatten goes way back. Again, from what I understand, before Jimmy Savile got big, Mountbatten put him on. He brought him into the fold, just like Epstein was brought into the fold. Like Epstein didn't know about that stuff until he was introduced to the Maxwells. To oh shit, oh, okay, yeah, yeah, okay, okay. I didn't see them. Yeah, Mountbatten had a network, And again, I think he brought Jimmy Savile. Jimmy Savile was always a weirdo, but when you're brought into a network like that, and for well, we know Epstein was probably always a weirdo, but when you're brought into a network like that, that's a whole different level because you got weirdos running around in England and America, but when you allow these weirdos into the weirdo network, then that's a whole different level. That's a whole different level. And so, yeah, Mountbatten brought Savile into the network, which is, oh, shit. Oh, damn. Shit. Okay, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Poetic, I need to get your email address again. Black Sun, see you at the Black Metal. Okay, I'll see you there. Oh, shit. Is it on right now? Jimmy Savile got away with too much, too long for children. Yeah, that's because, Poetic, that's because they didn't want to, just like the Epstein thing, there's a whole network they didn't want to bring down. And so this is why they protected Savile. This is why they protected more Mountbatten. This is why they protected Epstein, because there's a whole network that they didn't want to bring down because it would bring down your government and it bring down my government. It bring down both United States. Well, it's going to be brought down anyway. It's going to, well, they're going to have to do a purge in the government, but they can't do it all at one time. What's going on, MD? Yeah, we talked about GTA earlier, but now we're talking about the whole network of Mountbatten, Jimmy Savile, Epstein. We're talking about that whole network. We're talking about a network that existed way before Epstein. You can go back to the Maxwells. The monarchy needs to go. It serves no purpose. You said it, Poetic. The monarchy needs to go. Um, but they can say the same about the parliament. They can say the parliament needs, because most of the pedophiles are in the parliament. But I mean, I agree with what you're saying, True Poetic. I totally agree with what you're saying. I need to get your email too. I don't know if you still got my email. I need to send you. I need to send you. Um, I need to send me a message if you still got my email, True Poetic. But some might say, True Poetic, the whole government needs an overhaul, especially after this whole Epstein debacle. There needs to be a big. I mean, Trump always talk about drain the swamp. It needs to be a drain the swamp for real over in England and America. I mean, because that network runs deep. That network runs deep, and again, you have to. It's almost like you have to be blackmailed in order to be in a position. You have to go through the blackmail process. So when you had Prince Andrew on all fours, like he had to do that. He had to do that in order for him to be part of the network. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Hold on. Why you got me backing up? Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, this like a network. It's like, and I'm gonna quote one of my favorite I'm gonna quote Sergei Lavrov. Sergei Lavrov said it's not a scandal, it's a system. A scandal, and I understood what he meant when he said it's a system, not a scandal. A scandal is something that, y'all know what a scandal is. You get caught up in something now. It's scandalous, but no, this is a whole system. We think of a scandal as a one-off, like, oh man, Prince Andrew, oh, we got him with these videotapes of, oh, you with these young underage girls and blah blah blah. No, 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 no. It's a system. Meaning, this is the regular norm. Um, this is the this is the ritual that you go through. You got to go through this system, and we got to have blackmail on you. So that's what Sergey Lavrov said. Oh no, no, it's a system. It ain't just a one-off. A scandal is a one-off. So that's what I'm trying to say is that a scandal is a one-off situation. This ain't no one-off situation. This is a system. This is what Sergey Lavrov said. He said, don't think of this as a one-off scandal. This is a system. This is a systematic. This is a system that's been around for a long, long time, man. For a long, long time. So, see what y'all saying in the chat. Let's see. Parliament in the UK is on the knees. Peter Mandela, they wanted to take his marriage and revamp the whole peer system. Yeah, they need to process art to place to run and put in the system. Well, see, that's the thing. That's the thing, True Poetic. You're talking about purging a whole system, but when everybody has something on you, let's see. I think people, MD said, I think people are looking too deep into the Epstein thing, information on Mark, the Epstein deals, information. People are freaks. Blackmail is in the system. Yeah, yeah, that's what Sergey Lavrov said. Sergey Lavrov said the blackmail is it's a system. It's a system. Right, right. So the scandal is us finding out about it. That's the scandal, but it's already, blackmail is a system already in place. Now, let me go back to what Poetic is saying. Poetic is saying that there needs to be, I'm paraphrasing Poetic, that there needs to be a purge. And the thing is, if you do a purge, everybody is like, well, damn, if you take me down, you got to take him down. And the other, bro, you got to take me down, and you got to take him down. And so the whole system collapses. The whole system collapses. And so how do you maintain a system when everybody's pointing fingers? So when people snitch, they gonna stay. The mentality is, if I'm going down, you going down, and the next person, well, I'm going down, he going down too, or he going down. So that whole system collapses because everybody's gonna start pointing fingers because it's a blackmail system. Let me say that again. It is a blackmail system. So that system keeps everything intact. Meaning, I don't tell on you, you don't tell on me. If I go down, we all go down. So in order for us to all don't go down, we got to keep the system up. We all, because if one of us goes down, we all going down with the ship. Poetic. We all go, because we've all been blackmailed. You see where the dilemma? You see where the dilemma is, Poetic? You see where, because everybody's going to point fingers, everybody's going to snitch on everybody. Therefore, everybody. Okay, True Poetic, Princess Anna was the one who said that Andrew would bring down the monarchy. Yeah, yeah, we are. Well, again, it only takes one. What's up, Relax and Talk Sport? It only takes one. Let me give you shout out to Michael Francis, the American Mafia, the Italian Mafia, and I'm gonna quote Michael Franchise, and I'm gonna quote goddamn. Well, I'm not gonna even quote Sammy the Bull, but I'm gonna quote Franchise's. Government is a house of cards. In America, it was meant to be that way, in order to keep the republic. Well, not only. Well, I'm glad you said that. Not only in America, but England, Saudi Arabia, Africa. That's why EWAS is trying to break away from ECOWAS. Um, all over the world. Again, Mossad, Israel deals with nations. So it's not only a system here in LA, it's a system, I say LA, not United States, it's a system all over. Like PDF files is international and not just one particular country or one particular region. PDF files are everywhere. PDF files are everywhere. Everywhere. Shout out to Sean. He gave me that term, PDF files. So I'm going to start using PDF files. Yeah, but PDF files are everywhere. Like go to Israel, South Africa, America, wherever. Europe, especially France. PDF files are everywhere. So this system, it not only would disrupt the United States, it would disrupt, especially yo NATO. It'll definitely crumble your NATO there, MD. So Sergei Lavrov, he said it the best. He said that it's a system. It's not a one-off scandal. It is a system of blackmail. And so once you pull that one string, everybody's pointing finger, everybody's snitching on everybody. Everybody's going to snitch on everybody. And again, back to the American mafia. When Giuliani uh, did the RICO, everybody want to blame John Gotti, but it wasn't John Gotti. It was just taking one of the mobsters, one of the made men, and once one started snitching, the other one started snitching, the other one started snitching. Everybody in the mafia started snitching. That's what took down the mafia. You just need one to start snitching, and everybody is going to bring down that whole. So you talking about a house of cards? Yeah, I agree with you, MD. But the house of cards just doesn't stop the United States. It carries on through nations. And England, yeah, it'll definitely take them down because you got, like I said, you got Mountbatten, um, Lord Mountbatten, you got Jimmy Savile. And so the network in England wasn't that big. Let me say that again. The network in England was not that big. So once you get just one pedophile, that's why they had to protect. They had to protect Jimmy Savile with their life. They had to take more Mountbatten with their life because they said, man, if you take England down, that whole island goes down. And then when you take England down, you definitely take the USA down because we, United States and England, are tied at the hip. And not only is England and America tied at the hip, but France and America are tied at the hip. So it's like, damn, we're tied at the hip. Most of these major countries are tied at the hip. And this is why NATO, oh, then they're tying Epstein with goddamn Zelensky. Oh yes, I said that. Yes, I said MD. They tying your boy Zelensky with Epstein too. But I mean, it don't shock me because a lot of these Eastern Ukrainian women were trafficked. But there was a lot of African women that were trafficked. What? Yes. Zelensky was tied with Epstein. Like Epstein network was big, True Poetic, because remember he was part of Mossad. So Mossad is not only have a lot of ties with the middle, of course. She said, "Oh, of course," shaking my head. Yeah. Again, when I say network, I'm talking about worldwide networks. I'm talking about a network where you can have your choice. I can't even say women. I can't even say women. Your choice of underage girls of all around the world. This is their specialty. Like I can get the girl from Japan or from Africa, from the Sudan, from Israel, from Saudi Arabia, from Yemen, from South America, from China. Like this is the way these PDF files think. That's why I was just like, I mean, this being Black History Month, like, yeah, show the black girls that were involved. But I get it. They want to protect. They don't want to show the victims. They want to protect, But a lot of it wasn't just damn white girls there. It was girls of all races, because that's what these PDF files like. They like it's a system. And so, yeah, that system, that house of cards, is not only just England or just America. It's worldwide. It's global. And that's one thing these PDF files have in common is that they have the same. They suffer. Well, again, going back to Prince Andrew, he was him along. Okay, so let me see. True Poetic. Why is Trump name not highlighted in the media with Epstein? Because the photos are shown, but where is the outrage? Well, Poetic. Um, what Trump has going for him is that when okay, so let me explain this, True Poetic. You have people that were friends with Epstein before he was convicted. Andrew is arrogant and so on. Hear me out, True Poetic. And you may not agree with this, but I'm just gonna put it out there and then I'm gonna let you. That's why I need you on the show, since I need you on the show, feedback. You had people that were friends with Epstein before he convicted, and people that were friends with Epstein after he was convicted of being a PDF file. Trump allegedly was friends before he was convicted with Epstein. Once Epstein got convicted, Trump was like, I don't want nothing to do with you. But there were people like Andrew that were still friends with Epstein. That's the difference. So let me get your take on that, Poetic. Let me get your take on it. I know you're going to call BS, but I get it. I get it. But it gives Trump an alibi to say, look, once I found out, oh, I see. Thanks for clarifying. Yeah, and again, you don't have to agree with that, Poetic, but that is the story. That is what's out there. Trump said, look, once he got convicted of that, I separated ties. Unlike Andrew talking about, that's my friend. Epstein's my friend. Like there were people who still befriended Epstein and still dealt with Epstein after he was convicted of being a PDF file. Trump was one of the ones, I ain't got nothing to do with you. So that's what Trump has going for him. So yes, Trump was in the pictures with Epstein, and all this was prior. Okay, why is it so hard to believe? Relax Hard Sports, what do you mean? Well, I'm sorry, what clarify that, because like I said, it's complicated. When you put Trump in the mix, Trump's alibi is that once Jeffrey Epstein was convicted of being a PDF file, Trump cut ties with him. He said, man, no, I don't want nothing to do with you. It's documented. I'm not saying that you got to agree with it, Poetic, Rex Talk Sport. I'm not saying MD. I'm not saying y'all got to agree with it, but that's what's put out there. That's what's put out there, and it's documented that Trump cut ties with him once he was convicted. Unlike there's some other people like Zuckerberg and Bill Gates who still befriended Epstein after he was convicted of being a PDF file. Okay, Rex source says that Trump found out he as a PDF and said, fuck that guy. Right, that's what I'm saying. So that's Trump's alibi. Whether, and I'm not saying that whether y'all agree with it or not, if you guys are right or wrong, y'all entitled to believe what you want. I'm just saying it's written that once Epstein was convicted, Trump was like, no, I ain't doing, no, I'm not doing with this guy. So that's Trump's alibi, and it's documented. And it's also documented once Trump separated ties, Epstein was like, oh, that damn Trump is a punk, this and that. That's when he started trying to conspire against Trump, and oh, Trump is this evil, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And that's when Hollywood turned against Trump. Let me say that again. When Epstein turned on Trump, Hollywood turned on Trump. The View, who they're saying that The View, who they saying Whoopi Goldberg, and I'm disappointed in you, Whoopi Goldberg, was good friends with Epstein. Oprah Winfrey, good friends with Epstein. Yes, Democrats lied to you guys. Right, right. The people, they didn't turn against Trump. They trying to say, oh, they turned against Trump when he became a Republican. That's not true. Trump went on The View as a Republican. It's when Trump turned his back on Epstein, Hollywood turned their back on Trump. It's there. It's documented. It's there, you guys. And did y'all turn against Trump because maybe Epstein has something on y'all? Again, Epstein was a Mossad agent, so he was very professional. You know, the Maxwells are agents, so they're the honey trap. They're experts at this. Israel, the Mossad Israel agents are expert at honey trap. So, I mean, we could point fingers at Epstein, but this thing is has been going on, still going on, and the blackmail is real. So, if you got people like Robert De Niro, oh, Trump, all of a sudden bashing Trump, all these people bashing Trump, and the only person Trump bashed was Epstein. Talk to me. True Poetic, Black Talk Sports, MD Fox, talk to me. The minute Trump said, I don't want to have nothing to do with Epstein, Hollywood turns against Trump. Robert De Niro, what did he say? Robert De Niro was like, oh, Trump's a horrible person, Trump this and that. He didn't start saying Trump was horrible until Trump washed his hands of Epstein. Now, as far as we know, True Poetic, a lot of people in Hollywood dealt with Epstein. So if Epstein got blackmail on you, you know what? I don't like that Trump. The guy who don't like Trump has black interest, right? That poetic. You mean to tell me Robert De Niro didn't go to Epstein Island? Oh, we're gonna find out. I'm just saying Hollywood. Hollywood, like I said, it was not only Epstein, you had your Weinsteins, you had a lot of pervs in Hollywood. Still got a lot of pervs in Hollywood. The casting couch, and all I'm saying is that Epstein rubbed elbows with a lot of celebrities. Whoopi Goldberg, so disappointing, you Whoopi. Rubbed elbows with a lot of celebrities. Think about 90s, 2000 music, blacks, rappers. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, see, now we're getting into the Diddy realm. That's Diddy's realm. Diddy is the Epstein of the hip hop world. That's a whole. See, dealing with Diddy, that's another level. You know, you got. See, Relax Talk Sports, you about to get me into the Diddy and the R. Kelly realm. They're the Epsteins, but just on the hip hop level, on the music level. But um, I would say this, Relax and Talk Sports. P. Diddy and Black Son, many black women like Robert De Niro. So is he linked to Epstein? Read the rest of it. Um, what I'm saying is that Robert De Niro didn't turn on Trump until Trump turned on Epstein. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not saying I'm not saying that Epstein had blackmail over Robert De Niro, but Epstein had blackmail over Hollywood. Let me say that again. I don't know if Epstein had control over De Niro, but Epstein had control over Hollywood. So if 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 um if Epstein says, you know what, Trump is bad, Trump is evil, Hollywood is going to say, oh, Trump is bad, Trump is evil, because Epstein has blackmail control over Hollywood. All I'm saying, True Poetic, is that People in Hollywood turned on Trump when Trump turned on Epstein. So I have to ask the question: did Epstein have blackmail on Hollywood? It's just a question. It's just a question. And I'm not saying every actor, and I'm not even saying Robert De Niro. I'm just saying I find it strange Robert De Niro didn't turn on Trump until Trump turned on Epstein. What I'm saying, True Poetic, is Epstein had a lot of blackmail power. Just like Jimmy Savile had a lot of blackmail power. They had to wait until Jimmy Savile was good, well in the grave, until like, oh my gosh, Jimmy Savile was a horrible person. Oh, really? Is that so, True Poetic? Now that he's dead and he can't point fingers, now Jimmy Savile was a horrible person. I don't know. See, I think Poetic, you're young. You're young. I don't know if you remember Jimmy Savile. You're young, Poetic. Okay, let me see. Why do you think Jay-Z and Bay sketchy links to Epstein? I mean, see, you open up another rabbit hole. When you bring up Bay, Beyonce and Jay-Z, um, you open up to Hillary Clinton, you're opening up to Barack Obama. You know, um, Let me just say this. See, this is why I got to get you on the show. You do know Beyonce and Jay-Z were agents for Obama to go into Cuba. You're not ready for that conversation, are you? Let me say that again, True Poet. That's why I need to talk to you, because are you ready for this conversation? Obama, hold up. See, True Poetic. See, that's why we need to talk. It's getting real. I know I got a call. I'm so sorry. I got a call. Check, 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 check. Everybody want to call me when I do a good show. No, Blackson doing that. Let me call him. You back? Yes, yes. Okay. So I'm back. Thank y'all. How's my mic? Let's do a mic check. Let's do a mic. Hopefully I don't get no more phone calls interrupting me. Hopefully no more calls interrupting me. Okay, you're back. Okay. Okay, so True Poetic, she threw in Beyonce and Jay-Z in the mix. Again, True Poetic, we're talking about agents. So Epstein was a Mossad agent. And it wasn't until Barack Obama had a meeting with Jay-Z and Beyonce and sent them to Cuba. I said, oh, they're agents. They're agents now. And in order to be part of that, I want to just show you the parallel. You got MI5, you got Mossad, of course, you got, CIA. Oh, man, we about to really get deep with this. Apparently, these agents, the practice is blackmail. One of the main, would it be MI5 in England, Mossad in England, CIA? These agencies are experts at blackmail. And what better blackmail than being labeled as a PDF file? What? I mean, you can go and say, oh, that person's gay. Okay. Oh, that person, I don't know. I don't know. But when you call them a PDF file, there's no coming back from that. There's no coming back from being a PDF file. That is the ultimate scarlet letter you can put on somebody. And when you put that scarlet letter on somebody, you can get them to do anything. You can get them to do anything. You can get them to go to Cuba, and then, how do you get, let me ask you a question. How do you get Jay-Z? Okay, let me see what. Well, hold on. Why do you think Diddy kept tapes? Right. Oh yeah, Diddy. Like I said, right. Ultimate smear. Yeah, being a PDF file is the ultimate label you don't want on you. You don't want that label on it. I mean, if a person like, oh, you're gay, we saw you. Now, back in the 50s, being gay, that was the ultimate label. No, being a PDF file is the ultimate scarlet letter. That is the ultimate scarlet letter. It doesn't get any worse than being labeled as a PDF file. So you can get a person to do anything. Now, back to Obama. And this is a question for you, True Poetic. Anybody can answer this question. Relax Talk Sports. Why would Jay-Z and Beyonce, and I like Jay-Z and I like Beyonce. Let me get this clear. I am not a Jay-Z and Beyonce hater. I like Jay-Z and I like Beyonce as people. But millionaires, right? They're millionaires. How did Obama convince Jay-Z and Beyonce to go to Cuba as American agents? I'll wait. I'll wait because y'all are smart. Y'all are smart. So I need y'all to school me on why somebody like Beyonce, who was a millionaire, and Jay-Z, so they're a power couple. How did Obama convince them to go to Cuba as federal agents? Because this is normally what the CIA do. The CIA normally does stuff like that. And you convince Beyonce, like Beyonce and Jay-Z don't need money. How did, help me out, help me out. Oh, this is deep. This gets deep. That's why I want to talk to you personally, Poetic, because this gets so deep, man. I want to be sounding crazy. Oh my God, no way. He blackmailed them. It's a system. It's a system. That's why Sergei Lavrov said it's not a scandal, it's a system. Scandal is a one-off. The threat of exposure. And you don't hear about it no more. But again, Barack Obama had Beyonce and Jay-Z go down to Cuba. That's very dangerous. That's some CIA. You need special training to do that kind of stuff, to be a CIA agent. Again, why would Beyonce and Jay-Z become agents to go down to Cuba for Barack Obama? Why would they? Again, y'all are smart. Y'all, y'all need now. Y'all school me. This is a part of the show where y'all school me. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for sharing this out. But now we're switching the show around. Relax and Talk Sports, Poetic. This is where you guys school me now. This is where I ask the questions. I'm flipping it on y'all. I'm asking y'all the questions now. Why would Jay-Z and Beyonce do that? Bay is so low profile. It's not even funny. Beyonce is Beyonce and Jay-Z are very smart. But the government uses people with their status because if people accuse see a Beyonce and Jay-Z come to the country, they don't think nothing about it. And Barack Obama knew this. If Jay-Z come to your country and Beyonce, y'all not gonna think, oh, CIA agents. Y'all just okay, y'all just be like, y'all won't think like it's in plain sight. Okay, jazz always. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Bay is so. Okay, so Poetic says jazz always trying to look good, parading those daughters. Again, again now you schooling me, Poetic. I just asked the question: how did Barack Obama convince Jay Z and Beyonce to go down to Cuba? Because there's only one reason why Barack Obama would send them down there is to get information and gather information and spy as spies. They meet with Barack Obama a month later, they go down to Cuba, thinking that Cubans are not going to think nothing. Oh, their celebrities are coming over here. But Barack Obama sent them down there. Why would Barack Obama send celebrities down there unless he think that they could be the most perfect agents in plain sight? When you think about Barack Obama, when you think about Beyonce and Jay Z, you don't think about agents. You think of, oh, they just wanna come down to Cuba and vacation. Oh, they got the money. Oh, they just want to come down here. Am I looking too much into this, y'all? I need to look into this, Black Sun. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's there in plain sight. Poetic. Everything that I tell is in plain sight. In plain sight, they met with Barack Obama. Oh, we didn't think nothing of it. And then a month later, they go down to Cuba as a couple. We didn't think nothing about it. It's in plain sight. All their celebrities. It's sometimes it's the stuff in plain sight that we don't see. Beyonce meeting with Beyonce and Jay Z meeting with Barack Obama, and then going to Cuba a month later was in plain sight. It's there. And that's why I'm asking y'all the questions because it's in plain sight. I just thought it was a little weird. Not to mention, what made it weird, what made it weird is that you had Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama tied with P. Diddy. P. Diddy was more tied with Hillary Clinton than he was with Barack Obama. But Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, they were tied together. That's not a conspiracy. Hillary Clinton was part of the Barack Obama administration, and you know, we just found out that one of that Barack Obama administration was tied to Epstein. I mean, we can, but again, it's all about. It's not about who's tied to Epstein. It's about who decided to sever their relationship once he got convicted as a pedophile, and who kept continuing to deal with Epstein after he got convicted. Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew was like, "Oh, well, you're convicted, oh, but he's still my friend." Donald Trump was like, "No, no, I'm done with you, bro." So, and again, once Trump severed ties with Epstein, Hollywood severed ties with Trump. That's a fact. Let me say it again. And I'm not saying Robert De Niro is tied because, like Poetic said, a lot of sisters like De Niro. I get it. A lot of sisters like John Travolta too. Okay, so is Andrew a fool or a scapegoat? Um, he's both. Andrew, Andrew, Andrew. Well, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna be very delicate when I explain this. True Poetic. Andrew felt like because he had the crown, he was untouchable. That was the foolish part. Let me say it again, Poetic. Press 1 if you understand what I'm saying. Because he had the crown, he felt he was untouchable, which was foolish. Press 1 if you understand that. That's the foolish part. 1. Okay, so because he had the crown, he felt he was untouchable. That was foolish. Which made him a scapegoat. He wasn't targeted to be a scapegoat, True Poetic, because he thought he was untouchable, put him in position to be a scapegoat. He was not supposed to be a scapegoat, Poetic. Press it 2 if you understand where I'm coming from. If that's making any sense. If that doesn't make any sense, I will explain it. I will break it down. But does that make sense to you? So you understand what I'm saying, right? He was not supposed, because he thought foolishly, because of his crown, he's untouchable, put him in a position to be a scapegoat. He was not supposed to be a scapegoat. Prince Andrew, because he foolishly thought, oh, wow, I'm untouchable, I have a crown, part of the royal family, they'll do nothing to me. That put him in a foolish position to be a scapegoat. So they're like, oh, you know what? No, we going you a scapegoat. We're gonna do away with you. But his intention, because he was royalty, was not. He's not supposed to be a. He wasn't supposed to be a scapegoat. But he foolishly put himself in a position to be scapegoat. Does that make any sense, True Poetic? If you understand that, I hope that answers your question. Yes, it does. Right. So it was not his intention. He was not destined to be a scapegoat. But hell, if you want to be silly and foolish, then, because even people in higher positions, once there is a, well, again, they're putting it out there as a scandal. But again, he's a scapegoat because it's not a scandal. It's a system. It's a system. And Prince Andrew is not the only one caught up in this system, but they're trying to make it into a scandal. So he's a scapegoat because, oh, it's just one scandal. It's a one-off. No, it's not a one-off. It's a system. It's a system of blackmail. And Andrew was just foolish enough to get caught up. He just got caught up. And he did not, like Bill Clinton would deny it to the very end. You look in your face, he'll look you dead in your face and deny it till the end. Him and Clinton, see, they know that they're playing so much. He just he blundered. That's the difference between Prince Andrew and Bill Clinton. Bill, like, he playing it cool. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, he denying it till the end. Oh, that's not me. I was on a flight. I don't know nothing about that. And they're playing it to the very end. You see how this works, True Poetic? You see how Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton, they deny, they don't care what you got on them. They deny it to the end. They will take it to their grave, even though we got flight logs, we got videos, we got pictures, we got everything on Bill Clinton. But what is Bill Clinton? He's denying it to the goddamn end. He not even looking guilty. They keeping a straight poker face. Do you see the difference between the Clintons and Andrew Poetic? You see the difference? Prince Andrew, he's sweating. He want to go on. He want to do an interview. I want to prove my innocence. Oh, he just sweaty, blundering. Like that interview he did or in the BBC, he screwed himself up. But the Clinton, you never see the Clintons doing that. That's the difference. Do you see the difference? Poetic? I know Poetic is like, wait a minute. I need you on the show, Poetic. I need you because I need to get your reaction. Because I know you got more questions. You got way more questions. Because I know it's, wait a minute. You're like, wait a minute. But you got to remember, America, we're a nation of criminals. So who? So okay. So Poetic said, who will get a sentence, if any, like how Diddy was? People need to go down for Epstein. Again, the only people who are going to suffer are the ones who crack. Prince Andrew cracked, and whoever else cracks, the Clintons are not going to go down because they're not going to crack. I know that doesn't make sense to Poetic, but they're playing the game to the end, and this is why the Clintons are not going to go down, because they are going to deny. The key, the game is to deny, 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 and don't break. And don't break. The Clintons are not going down because they're not going to break. Prince Andrew broke. Savile, Jimmy Savile didn't break. As creepy as he is, and I know you didn't like Jimmy Savile, True Poetic, but Jimmy Savile didn't crack. Neither did Lord Mountbatten. They had to take them out. Andrew should never have done right. That BBC interview, but UK, so glad he did. Yeah, that's the lesson, and he's going to suffer for that. Andrew was supposed to do the same thing Lord Mountbatten did, Jimmy Savile did, and the Clintons did. Each supposed to deny it, deny, 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 deny. Prince Andrew was like, "Oh, wait a minute, I can explain. Wait a minute," and they're like, "Oh no, he got to go down. He's not part of our system. Detitle that man. He's not going along with the game. The game is you deny, 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 deny. Look at the Clintons. The Clintons are the perfect example, True Poetic. I don't know what you're talking about." And goddamn, Hillary Clinton will get on the show like her stuff don't stink. She'll look you dead in your eye and be like, "I'm righteous. Who are you?" That's her attitude. And that's what they're like, okay, well, you know what? She'll go to her grave. The Clintons will go to their grave, like Savile did. And nothing won't happen to him. But Prince Andrew, Prince Andrew was stripped. He was humiliated, all because he cracked. Wait, I can explain. First mistake. And I'm not justifying this. I'm just seeing how the game is played. I'm seeing the ones who are going to suffer, Prince Andrew, and the ones who are not suffering, the Clintons, Jimmy Savile. Now, Savile suffer after he was dead. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, Hillary Clinton gave off that clean, conservative image so well. Right, and she's still doing it. She's still doing it. She's still doing it to this day. She'll look at you in the face. Epstein's on what? Bill Clinton on. What? You're crazy. You're crazy. Bill Clinton is on the Epstein flight list. No, you're crazy. And look you dead in the eye and call you crazy. You know you're crazy. You're a conspiracy theorist. In fact, we're going to sue you. If you mention Bill Clinton being on any Epstein list, we're going to sue you. We're going to make your life hell. We're going to sue you. We're going to defame you. We're going to ruin your life. And Hillary Clinton won't even blink. But Andrew, no, let me explain. I will explain. He's sweating. He's sweating. No, I can explain. Wait, let me. I will do an interview. No, you're showing weakness. People don't like people to show weakness and expose a system. The Clintons are like, what are you talking about? We got Bill Clinton in high heels and shit, dressed up like a woman. He's all, and Hillary's like, what are you talking about? That's a conspiracy theory. That's AI. That's not real. And look at you like you crazy. Poetic, you'd be like, but I saw Bill Clinton in a red dress or blue dress. I know what I saw. And Hillary Clinton would be like, oh, really? Are you willing to take that to court? Because if you mention that again, we're going to get you for defamation. And look at you dead in your eye. Hillary Clinton be like, well, how you know that's not AI? Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton will straight turn, because you know they were both lawyers, right? So they will pull the AI card. They will goddamn do. They will play. They will play it to the end. Unfortunately, Mr. Andrew, Mr. Privilege, I'm a prince. Oh, I can explain. No, don't. Just shut up. Just shut up. And so they threw him out to the wolves. So yeah, he became a scapegoat. You know what? You're gonna run your mouth. Okay, just let him go. We're gonna take your title. You're supposed to shut your mouth, Prince Andrew. Oh, but I can explain. I mean, well, you know, I can explain everything. Oh, really? Explain away. Prince Andrew, yes, come on to the BBC. Explain. Explain. I can explain everything. Oh, explain. Explain away. Explain everything from day one. Jeffrey, all the explain away. Explain. Not Bill Clinton though. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. What are you talking about? And his wife come in. Hillary, do you want us to sue your ass? That's the difference. So, Poetic, please send me a message. Press one. Do you have my email or not? Yes or no? Press one. Poetic, because the rabbit hole gets really deep. It gets really deep. It gets deeper. When he tried to really explain, tried to deny it. Right. Prince Andrew, he just got silly and more silly trying to explain it, which is terrible. You're like, oh my God, just shut up. Prince, just. The more he explained away, the more I was just like, oh my God, he just dug himself deeper and deeper and deeper. So they just let him have, okay, you're the scapegoat. You don't know how to shut up. Just all right, Prince Andrew, let the wolves have him. True Poetic, do you have my email? Just press one. No, I'm not sure. I sent message ages ago, but I'm not sure if it went through. Okay. Um, damn, let me see if I can write a thing in the. Shoot.